How did classes at Mercy prepare you for college coursework?
I think for me, besides obviously regular, like what you're learning, the material, it's a lot of it has to do with the structure of the classes here and the teachers, because the teachers at Mercy have the same expectations that my professors have had for taking responsibility for yourself, for high levels of work, things like that. And another thing is like the structure of classes, like we're very similar with like my professor's expectations.
The great part about Mercy is that you're not going to come in class and you're not going to sit down and you're not going to take notes, because like that's not actually teaching you much. The way you come in is and it's all discussion based, and it's such a sophisticated way of learning, and it's such a high academic way of learning. You know, when you can come in and you can be taught a concept and then every single student in that class relates it back to their life and everyone has a story and you can feed off of each other. It's a really open environment, and it really worked well for me, because when I went to a test and I would, if it was multiple choice and there was like, okay, this happened, I was like, oh, well, that means this, and it was easier for me to learn that way when everyone was open and everyone was talking in classes.
Mm-hmm. It makes it more meaningful. It's not just facts on a page. It's not just information.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you come in, you can relate it back, and it helps you grasp the information more, and you know what you're talking about, because you can relate it to something in real life. And even if what you said was wrong, you're never going to be laughed at. I don't think I was ever like put down for speaking my mind in class or saying anything. I remember when I shadowed, I was in a class with a girl, and I was not a talker in middle school.
No way.
Most shocking thing you'll ever hear. I wasn't a huge talker. I was pretty quiet. I didn't participate in class because I didn't like participating in class.
Wow.
It wasn't like a cool thing in middle school. And then the day I shadowed here, I was obviously in 8th grade, and I was participating in class. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Like,
that's amazing.
In class. And like, I was a shadow. I didn't even go here yet, but I was participating in class, and they were talking about something in religion. I was like, oh, I have a story for that.
Yeah.
And they were talking about something in Italian. I remember I was in Italian class, and I was like, oh, I have a story for that too. And I participated, and they were like, "Oh, that's so cool!" And like the other students were encouraging. It's so cool, and that's
great.
Stuck with me.
Yeah,
and that was definitely another deciding factor for why I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're really encouraged to be present when you're in class, and that's not a lesson that everybody learns in high school.
It's so easy to come in and just be like, "Okay, what are we learning?"
Not even just completely check out and sit there.
Yeah,
and even like classmates in college, they still haven't. I don't know if it's maturity, I don't know what it is, but that really sense of being present and being here to learn and being ready is something I learned here and was able to take with me to college, for sure.
And even if you're not invested in the class, like I had to take a stats class. I don't like math. I don't like math at all. But I had to take it, and I sat in the front row, and I still knew I had to be there, and I knew how to take notes, and I knew what was going on, because it doesn't matter if you want to be there or not. You have to be there. You're paying for this, and it's important.
It's an investment.
Exactly.
Absolutely.